welcome. My name is Deita and thank you for watching Deita TV. Now, Cafe Van Sank in Rugby have very kindly lent us their beautiful restaurant to film in today, so thank you very much. But I am with the lovely Jayne Bradshaw, who is actually Mrs. Diamond, aren't you?
I am, yes. Very proud to say.
But I interviewed you back in February, I think it was, and you were going for the pageant of Mrs. Earth.
Oh,
when
right,
you was going for that title. So can you just tell me a little bit about what's happened since then?
So around February I went for Mrs. Earth. So I'd won the title Mrs. Earth Warwickshire and went through to the finals, and I was placed first runner-up. So didn't win the title, but very proud to have come second. One of the things that came out of it was how my physique was, and that really boosted my confidence. So
because you actually had
some personal
training,
yeah, from Tracy McLaren, who's from Rugby, so thank you. She's an absolute beast. Many a times where I felt really sick, but I know that she's pushed me, and it was all paid off. So definitely worth recommending if you need a personal trainer. So one of the things that came out of that was my physique, and they said you need to just keep going and work on my interview. That was one of the feedback that I got. So I was like, right, okay, brilliant. So get myself out there, have some more interviews, go on to radio, come and meet yourself again. And I decided with 2 weeks preparation I was ready to do another one, which was Mrs. Diamond. And I won it. I'm so excited. I got this amazing crown.
That is quite an impressive crown.
Yeah, it's so amazing.
I'm a little bit jealous, but we'll come back to the crown in a little while. So tell me what happened. So you said you had 2 weeks preparation for Mrs. Diamond. So just take us through, because that's a very short amount of time.
Yeah, very short amount of time. So I was very fortunate to have a great sponsor, Nikki Fabfrock in Nuneaton, who sponsored me my evening gown, which I won Best Evening Gown in. Fashion wear, so I wore a real pale blue high-low dress with some pearl decoration on the top, really sort of classic look. And I won Best Dress. So I won Best Evening Dress and I won Best Fashion for both those rounds. And again, both dresses were from Nikki. So that was, that was a good sponsorship there. It was nice, quick turnaround in the time period. I then had to wear a black t-shirt, which they provided with black trousers, so that was easy enough to sort out. But the challenge in 2 weeks was to start doing all the charity work, was to start doing all your appearances, and it amazed me actually how much I did in 2 weeks.
The pressure was on. So
yeah, so I mean that was the challenge, but I did it, and they were amazed by how much I did in just 2 weeks.
So what did you actually win then from Mrs. Diamond? Come on.
So I have got an amazing dress designer, Sultana Fashion in London, and they are actually, and this was a surprise even to the organisers, we knew that we won dresses for the international finals, but they're actually going to do a made-to-measure dress. And they can be anything up to £5,000, these dresses. So I'm just like, oh my god. But I don't know the colour, I don't know the design. It's going to be a surprise even for me when I go there, sort of 2 weeks before my final measurements, and I fly out to Vegas.
Yes, well that's what I wanted to lead on to, because you've won Mrs. Diamond.
Yeah.
And that's you're now in the Vegas heats. How does that work? I mean, this is crazy.
So
Vegas.
So the best way to kind of explain it is that I'm now representing the UK.
Wow.
So that now takes, thank you, and that now takes me into an international competition, which is known as Mrs. Regency International. So I've currently Mrs. Regency International UK, but going for the world title. Wow. So I'm competing against all of the married women from all around the globe. And we're going to be there from the 26th to the 28th of July.
Oh my goodness, congratulations. But do you think the pressure's on now? Or are you more excited, or do you think, right, this is a really, really big deal, I've got to knuckle down? I mean, and also, this could open so many more doors for you.
Yeah, definitely. To be honest, I'm just enjoying every moment of it. I've really got my teeth into projects and charity work. I've raised already, with the help of family and friends that have got on board, over £1,000 for my chosen charity, Mind, in Warwickshire. So that raises mental health awareness, and I know that they're doing projects within schools, and that's quite close to my heart because I'm a teacher. I work in the school, so I see it firsthand. but also I've seen friends and family sort of suffer with, you know, different forms of mental health.
Yeah. So it's something really close to your heart.
Really close to my heart. So I've really sort of going through lots of projects doing that at the moment. And I've got a Just Giving page set up as well, so please go on to that. It says Read Jayne's Story, Just Giving, and it's for mine.
I will put links below on the YouTube page.
I've put a target on of £2,000, so it would be great if I could reach that.
I really hope you do.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
And then the community project that I'm doing is really exciting. So I'm collecting plastic bottle tops. So anything from milk bottle tops, shampoos, conditioners, has to be a certain type of plastic. But there's a Matthew Osborne project, and they collect in all of these and they go towards getting wheelchairs for children and for adults, and some of them can be specialised to fit them, made to measure. So that's my community project that I'm doing at the minute. I've got in touch with a teacher that I work with whose family works on a dairy farm, and I've literally just been given a box full of milk bottle tops. So again, everybody's getting on board. And that's my project I'm doing, which I'm really excited to see.
I wish you all the best with that, and I hope that, you know, it keeps growing and people are very generous.
Yeah.
So going forward in Vegas, what happens when you get to Vegas? I mean, so you get there, and is it just full on, or?
Well, I've been asking all these questions because I'm not sure myself.
Because this isn't your first time in an international pageant, is it?
No.
You've done an international pageant a few times before now?
So I've been to Poland and I've been to China doing international pageants, which is just amazing, and each time they've been different. So I've been asking questions about how this one's going to run, because I remember my last experience when I was in China for a month. It was very full on each day.
Oh gosh, that's a long time.
Each day, for the 4 weeks that you're out there and you're touring around China, which was phenomenal, really, really great. Meeting some lovely people and getting to do the most amazing things whilst out there. So they do have an itinerary for 3 days, but for the impression I get is it's not as full on, which is nice, because it means you get to relax and you get the time to socialise and meet all the other contestants that are there. But we've been told that the first evening when everyone's there, they're doing a meet and greet, sort of 1920s
lovely, like
Gatsby theme, and
lovely.
So been trying to get an outfit together for that.
Have you managed to get an outfit yet?
Well, luckily I'd already got a dress which I bought from the clothes show. You know, they do the vintage stalls. So a couple of years ago I bought
some tassels.
Yeah, with a big black bow at the front. So I'm just looking for the accessories now. I want a nice headpiece, maybe some black gloves.
Wow.
But that's pretty much all I've got to get for that is the accessories. So that sounds exciting.
So so you're in Vegas, so everything's going well, and then you come to the big evening.
Yeah. So it'll be rehearsals all day. You'll have an interview.
And the interviews are really integral part of the pageant, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And I think it is with most of the pageants now. It's not about what's on the outside, it's about what you've been doing. So again, I also think that's important to kind of share the charity work you've been doing. The community.
Do you think it's a make or break for it?
Definitely, because that's what I learnt from Mrs. Earth. That it was the make or break between me and the winner. It was the interview. She won her interview. She got best interview, and in the end actually won the whole competition. Amazing lady, and well deserved. So yes, the interview can be make or break. I didn't win best interview in the Mrs. Diamond, but they did say it was a really, really good interview. So for me, that was really positive feedback.
And it's something you can work on in the future, and also work on in Vegas.
Yeah, definitely.
But when you fingers crossed you win Vegas, that'd be amazing. Where does that take you then? Where do you go from there?
Well, once you've reached international, that's kind of the Olympics, if you like, of sport in terms of the beauty pageant world. So you've hit the top in terms of the standard. So it is a matter of trying to win that international crown, which would just be amazing, because actually it would be my first international crown if I was to win. If that was to happen, so it would be phenomenal. And you would just carry on continuing your projects, your charity work, travelling around. You'd probably engage with the contestants from around the globe, fly out, meet them, join in with their projects.
It's nice glamorous, isn't it? Just fly out.
Just fly out, you know.
Just fly over.
You've got to be open-minded. You just don't know what's going to come around the corner. But I have seen with the girls that, again, from the Earth projects, from the Mrs. Earth and the Miss Earth, you know, the girls have gone, they've met so many lovely people.
Yeah.
They've actually gone and joined them and helped them with community projects, and they have just flown out.
Yeah.
So it'd just be great just to travel
I
around
need to take up this pageant business.
Yeah, definitely. We should do it. Why not? Oh, it's such good fun.
But is it going to be quite taxing on your time if you wanted to think?
No, I don't think any more taxing.
Because you do have a full-time job as well, so I suppose it's fitting that in.
I don't think it's any more taxing than what I'm already doing now. I mean, yes, I've got my career, which is in teaching, with other responsibilities on top of that, but I think I've proven to myself how resilient I am, how hardworking I am, how
organised as
flexible.
well.
Yes, definitely have to be organised.
I can do that.
I mean, I've already been for one more interview this morning before coming here.
Yes, where were you on the radio, weren't you?
Yeah, I was on BBC with Vic Minute and Coventry and Warwickshire Radio. Hi Vic, fantastic lady. So yeah, I was on there this morning with a couple of the local pageant girls from other competitions. But yeah, that was good fun this morning.
Oh, fantastic. Well, I know you've got your crown, and there's my bag. Now, you've got your crown, and I was actually a little bit jealous. So I went out and bought myself one.
Oh, I think that's beautiful. I love it.
I didn't want to be left
on the
out.
top. Look, princesses together.
You know. So let's talk about sponsorship, because that is actually really important to a pageant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Tell me how important that is.
It is really important because it could actually end up costing you quite a bit of money. So actually we couldn't do this as well without the support from local businesses. I mean, I've already mentioned Tracy for my PTI. Scott Pearson, who works at Tony and Guy in Nuneaton, go and see him. I've had my hair coloured and cut, not recently, but he does do that for me, and he's a massive sponsor. I've had Narinda Beauty, who works in Brownsover Rugby, who's been helping me with my eyebrows. So ladies, you might know about this, yes, because like back in the day we used to have them quite thin, so I've been trying to thicken them out a bit and get a bit more of a natural shape, so she's been helping me with that. And again, you know, it's all of that help. And then I've had Chantel with the tanning, again in Brownsover, ready for a photo shoot. Ruth Dean, at Ruthie Dean, if you have a look at her, amazing photographer. She offered to sponsor me some photos ready to take to Vegas.
Oh,
so
that's kind,
yeah, actually I've got some fresh photos.
And the thing is, which is really nice for sponsors, is the fact that you are also almost doing their PR for them as well, aren't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So you're also, you know, you're making sure that their name is getting out.
Yeah. And also it's a good way of actually recommending them. You know, I'm not gonna, even though they've offered to do it, yes, I'd say thank you, but actually it's a good way of recommending really good people that I trust and that I could trust to pass on to other people. And all of those people I've named, I can certainly trust. I mean, I've got another photo shoot which actually I won as Mrs. Diamond. That was another thing that I won, and that was for Simon Giddings. He's a photographer, so I've got a photo shoot to come up with him as well. So just really excited to see those. But yeah, a massive thank you to everyone that's helped and to get on board. Kiss Me Kate, I got this evening dress thanks to Kev Wise, actually, another photographer who knew the lady and sponsored me this dress. So I've worn this in a couple of photo shoots and for today. So yeah, it's just absolutely amazing, you know. And if there's anybody else that thinks that I could help publicise them and they feel that I could sponsor their project, then we definitely work together. Just get in contact.
There you go, get in contact with Jayne.
Get in contact.
Sponsor her and she will give you free publicity.
Yes.
Right then, well, that's all for now. So thank you for watching and I'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.